night for Christmas to be good.
Okay. In 3, 2. Wait, what? This is 32?
33.
33. In 3, 2, 1.
Episode
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Prehistoric Podcast, episode 33, part 8 in the 12 podcasts in Christmas.
No, part 9.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, there's only 3 left.
Oh, you're right. It's part 9 in the 12 podcasts of Christmas. I apologize.
Part 4.
Part 9 of the 12 podcasts of Christmas. I apologize. I am Francois the Asian.
I'm Andrew something.
And I am Brad.
Guy.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
If you're just joining us now and didn't watch the precursor episodes to this one, we're shooting a 3-hour walk here. So this podcast is leaked in from number 31 and 32.
Episodes 4 and 4 of.
We've been
Prehistoric.
consistently drinking.
We've been doing shots of hard alcohol to try and
Win a pizza party.
win our... No. You get to win your name entered into a draw
For a pizza party.
So you will be...
But I can't remember. It's like, what's the criteria? Like whoever finishes it first? Or like whoever.
The one to do the most. Like, yeah, I guess if you...
Because we've been drinking 1 for 1 so far.
I guess. I don't fucking know. I can't do them anymore.
I'm wasted. Like, I can't do it for him anymore.
We're gonna do more because I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win.
So I think Andrew will win because
I'm
like
winning
he
the
has,
pizza party.
it seems
He's
like he can
putting
keep
it back.
going. He spilled a bit, but okay.
Fuck it. I'll do one. Fuck it. I'm at least gonna stay competitive. But I don't feel good.
Well, if you're gonna do one, I might as well do it.
So for those of you who are counting at home, Francois is doing 2 to our 1 because our alcohol is 40% and his is only 20.
Apparently.
Get the bucket.
You want the bucket?
I'm gonna need the bucket. I'm gonna need the bucket.
If you puke, you're out.
Yeah, if you puke your
Just fair enough.
Fuck it.
Okay, I'm good.
How about we'll do it this way because we can't. We'll just do 1 for 1 shots. And if you puke, then
From now on,
then
from
your
now on.
then your
'Cause
name
we're
is
even-
not entered in
No
the
one's
draw.
ahead at this point. We've all done 8 by the.
So you do 1 for 1, I still do my 2.
No, you do one now. Or
Oh, well, that's not
That's only half
fair.
as much alcohol.
Okay,
It's
so
not
no,
fair.
Fine.
I am drunk as hell, I will admit.
Oh, that's good. Hard. Oh. You gotta do another Dr. Mr. Cuddles.
Oh, God.
We were remarking before that the tall boys have a weird dog penis coming out of one of these things.
Yeah, one of the koozie coos.
This hurts my brain.
So now we've done 8.
So we'll do it this way.
Ugh.
If we all go until Francois finishes his bottle, we'll just enter all of our names in the draw. If somebody pukes, you don't get your name in the draw.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
Or if somebody outdrinks the other ones, then you do it.
Do what?
Get your name in the pizza party draw.
Zabasabada. Where's your bottle?
Okay, you're
Show
the
me your bottle.
You're the smallest. If you finish, if
That's
you're
a lot of alcohol.
wow, there's a lot of booze. Get drank.
It's 1.75 liters.
Wait 1 second. I just want to check. We just started, I know, but I just gotta make sure. So 5.
Hello.
Okay, so now I got a time on my hands though.
All right. So what are we talking about in this podcast?
Let's talk about. I
have
pulled
no
something
idea.
Up, pulled something
Talk
up,
it out.
out on Wikipedia. We'll read it, our Wikipedia article, and we'll talk.
Right.
It's a concept called anarcho-capitalism. Anarcho-capitalism is a political philosophy which advocates the elimination of the state in favor of individual sovereignty, private property, and open markets. Anarcho-capitalism believes that in the absence of statute, law by decree or legislation, society would improve itself through the discipline of the free market. Or what its proponents describe as a voluntary society.
So essentially, without government.
In an
Everything's private.
anarcho-capitalist society, law enforcement, courts, and all other security services would be operated by privately funded competitors rather than centrally through the compulsory taxation. Money, along with all other goods and services, would be privately and competitively provided in an open market. Therefore, personal and economic activities under the anarcho-capitalism would be regulated by victim-based dispute resolution organizations under tort and contract law, rather than by statute through.
Is that a flag?
Yeah.
I love how ideologies have flags.
So it's flag used by the Swedish anarcho-capitalist front.
Wow. That's very specific.
So essentially, saying that
Swedish.
we don't need society for like everything that we don't need society's got us to this infrastructure that we currently have. We don't need society anymore. We need to switch to a totally free and open market, and that it will regulate itself.
We're not there. We're not there yet.
I don't think we'll ever be there. We need government.
I think we need smaller government. I don't think we need any.
I agree with that. I think it's like government needs to be adjusted.
What is
true
government for you?
But it's
like government needs to stop legislating morality.
It's like the moment that a government can pay like $2 billion for like jet planes.
But that really has nothing to do with like what this is talking about. This is more interested in infrastructure and business and
government should be there to like.
But I mean, like that's money that the government spent that it's like was just like
when you start
they have the ability to just spend it without any repercussions really.
People should
like that's kind of
people
bullshit.
should have.
Like, they were able to spend like 80% more money than anybody was aware of, and it's like that's bullshit.
Well, I think the big thing for me is like the goal of the government should be giving people as many freedoms as possible without infringing upon other people's freedoms. So like I have a very libertarian standpoint there. So it's like anything that doesn't impact upon, like I shouldn't have the freedom to drunk drive or drive under the influence of drugs because I could kill somebody else with my poor actions.
Yeah.
But like I should be able to do whatever fucking drug I want in the privacy of my own home.
As long as it's just you doing it.
As long as it's just me doing it. And if that behavior impacts other people and there's other government institutions like Child Protective Services and whatever to take care of any repercussions that I might have that might occur of my actions.
So now, but the question here is, when you have those government organizations, now I have to pay because you're a drug addict, you can't look after your kid, so I need to pay for your kid.
That's true.
Right, but that's also assuming that there's going to be more than currently exist drug addicts.
No, but the difference being that those people are breaking the law still. I'm not saying that those people are okay either. It's just that now you're state legislating saying it is okay.
No, I that's the other thing. Like assuming that saying it's okay, it just means they don't go to prison. Like they should be like it's like, well, you have responsibilities, so you should go to rehab. And like there's more effective ways to legislate things than they are currently being currently are.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm not. The problem is as soon as you start saying smaller government, you start putting yourselves into camps with some pretty
like
I understand,
vicious people.
but that's a stupid thing because like that's exactly why nothing will ever change in politics is because as soon as you take a stance on a specific issue, then you're a Republican or you're a Democrat or you're conservative or you're a liberal. It's like on certain things I take a very libertarian stance, and other things I take a very liberal stance. Like why am I automatically associated with one camp when I say on several issues I think
I guess the problem is then that because you can't affect democracy on your own.
Of course
because
not.
you need a larger group of people. So if you don't clump yourself with other people, then your voice means nothing opposed to like you having to give up on a few things.
Well, especially in our current electoral system that we have in Canada, which is fucking horseshit.
Still, like I mean,
what's the big
you're
thing?
still going to have to concede certain issues that you don't agree with to side with people who you majorly agree with, so that your voice can be heard.
100%. That's a big problem, I think.
Having to totally compromise your beliefs in order to have your voice matter, I think so too. Yeah.
100%.
But there's no better way to do it. So.
It's like Brad Wall, for instance. It's like I I genuinely think that Brad Wall is an intelligent person. I think that he's a right-minded person. I think that he's someone who makes informed decisions. Like I've always thought this. Like I've always thought that Brad Wall was a great influence in our province. But then recently with this this immigrant situation that's going on, he felt the need. I don't know why he felt the need, but he felt the need to fucking make his voice heard, and he felt the need to say a lot of shit. And he said a lot of shit that I'm just like, I really feel that you are not like qualified to say the shit you were saying. I feel like you're not qualified to even have an opinion on this, because like you like honestly like you are not involved in this process.
Well, it was
like,
just
at all.
he was just doing the thing that politicians do, where it's like he's.
Well, no, that's what I'm
he's
saying.
Pandering.
Like,
he's pandering for votes.
That's what I'm saying. Is like he was pandering to.
Well, his whole
close-minded right-wing
he was pandering
people.
to my province, Saskatchewan. He was pandering to Alberta as well, to these people who are like have a very racist output, who are like
Very
fuck
very
Syrians and
xenophobic,
fuck immigrants. Like he was pandering to that crowd, so that it's like, okay, well they'll for sure vote for me next season, because like
his whole thing is he wants to be prime minister, so
I don't
that's
think
why
he
he's
does.
starting voicing his opinion on federal
If
matters.
he wants to be prime minister, then he's fucking stupid, because he's going about it the wrong way.
Why?
Because he's going with the minority, and you have to go with the majority.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the Liberal Party will never make Brad Wall their leader. That will never happen.
That's what I'm saying, though. It's like,
But
the thing is, like, you have
He
to
could
like,
be leader of the
like,
Conservatives.
as far as
right
trends,
now.
as far as like being a leader, like you have to go with the way trends are going. And the thing is, like, he's going against the trend right now, which is like not.
Well, that's
logical.
a big, like, just to switch it a little bit to politics in the States. That's why the Republican Party has seen such a decline recently, is because, like, the people who are, like, potential leaders for the Republican Party are fucking crazy.
Yeah.
They're fucked in the head. If you vote for any of those people, you are fucked. You are so fucked. Jeb Bush, fucking Donald Trump, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what the sad part is? These Republican presidential
Bernie.
candidates are
Feel the burn.
so much better than the last group.
That's true. Like
Like
Rick
the people,
Santorum,
yeah,
and
like
fucking
all those like
Mitt Romney.
like
oh my
they
God.
really brought the crazies out. What was that other fucker's name?
I was like, it was like
fucking gays in the military. Rick Perry.
Oh yeah.
Like these.
What about
like,
that? What's the black guy Republican who's like super
the rent
crazy
is too
too?
damn high party guy?
No. The Republican guy, like the crazy black Republican
Yeah, with
guy.
the big white mutton chop.
No, that's not. He's not Republican.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not currently running. It's the
No,
other
he
guy.
ran in the last Republican presidential nomination.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about the current guy who's like got the book and
Oh, I don't
fuck.
know.
What's his name? Like he's crazy. Like he believes all this crazy stuff. I'll look it up.
Anyway, so yeah, I mean that's ultimately the problem. And you're right. Brad Wall should not be voicing his opinion on a federal matter because he does not involve, like, the province of Saskatchewan has no immigration policy apart from it. The funny thing is that with the last Republican presidential primary, the candidates were actually far worse. Like you were saying, well, I mean, fucking Mitt Romney won. Yuck. Like Rick, not a Fairy Perry, and like all those guys. I can't believe that any of them. I don't know. Bad Republican candidates come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, Rick Santorum.
Yeah, they're scary.
Also, there's just a Canadian guy who's running.
what?
Formerly Canadian Ted Cruz, senator from Texas.
He must have been born.
who does
in
he
Canada.
side
He must have
with?
been born in the U.S.
No, he was born in Canada.
You
Who does
can't-
he-
you can't
who
be
does he
president if
side
you're
with?
born in
Who does he
Canada.
side with?
You have to be born in the United States to be president.
Really?
Yeah, you can't. Even somebody with U.S. president residency can't.
That's
get it.
true, I guess. Obama was born in Hawaii, apparently.
Well, how was Donald Trump? Was he born in
Yeah, he's
the
born in the
US?
United States.
100% he was. If he wasn't, he would be. the
Show
biggest-
us your birth certificate, Donald Trump.
We should start a campaign.
People
that's
forget.
Like, start
people
us your fucking birth
people
certificate.
forget that Donald Trump was one of the people who was like a high-profile birther, is what they call him. Like he's one of the guys who was like, Obama needs to show us his real birth.
Oh yeah,
certificate."
big time.
He was the.
And now he's
he
running
was
for
the
president.
leader of
yeah.
that.
Now he's running for president. Like,
I gotta
that's
say,
fucked.
like Obama's whole like response to that when he like at the whatever correspondence dinner, when he showed the Lion King video of Simba being raised by Rafiki, and he's like, "This is my uncut like birth video," and he showed like that whole like the beginning of the Lion King,
And Donald
and
Trump
he's
was like
like,
an idiot.
I hope this doesn't like this sheds any doubt behind my like origin or whatever. And then Donald Trump's like, My hair still doesn't look real. It still doesn't look very real.
No.
He's a. One thing I will say, about, is that, it's, yeah, so.
You know. That was very good.
You like that?
That was good.
You know, right?
It's very insightful.
Let's look at our watches. No.
Let's do another shot. For courage.
Thank God.
For courage.
You're getting sick of not doing them?
Yeah, that's true.
You gotta pour me another one?
I am getting sick. I was sick a little while ago, but now I'm feeling much better.
Bottoms up to the bullshit queen.
Bottoms up. Bottoms up.
We going to this club.
So what's the Phil thing? Something about a hole that never heals?
Here's the hole that never heals. The longer you rub it, the better it feels. And all the soap beside of hell can't wash away that fishy smell. Gonorrhea, crabs, syphilis, and lice. I've had them all by Jesus Christ. So here's to you and here's to me. And a shot on the podcast, boys. Congratulations. Oh.
It's starting to not taste so bad.
I go in that little spoon. I just puked in my mouth a little bit. All right, kid, you're up. Here's to the hole that never heals. The longer you rub it, the better it feels. And all the soap this side of hell can't wash away that fishy smell. Gonorrhea, crabs, syphilis, and lice. That one you can pretty much put in whatever you want. I've had Zongen with lice. I've had them all by Jesus Christ. So here's to you and here's to me and whatever you're talking about. Cheers.
Praise the bowl. One nice for bowl. And counts, no counts, discounts, and recounts were seated around the round table slinging buffalo shit. Because in those days, bullshit was unheard of. In strode David wearing his demonstrated jockstrap. "Where's the queen?" cried the king. "In bed with diphtheria." "What? Is that Greek bastard here again?" And for his insolence, David was thrown into the lion's den. David shit. The lion shit. Shit flew at random. Random ducked. Shit hit the king square in the face. "Shit," cried the king, and 40,000 noblemen dropped their drawers and began to grunt. For in those days, the king's word was law.
I'm trying to remember. Phil has one other one.
You're talking about
The six wise men so bold.
Yeah, well, that wasn't any of ours. We went to that baseball game, and it was fucking. Who did we play against? I can't remember who we played against, but it was like.
Oh yeah.
It was their thing, and I couldn't believe that we hadn't heard it before because I'm like, we have heard everything.
Yeah.
Let's talk about
The six wise men. I'm trying to remember. I'm gonna bastardize the hell out of it, but it's like, first was a butcher sharp with wit, using his hatchet he gave it a slit.
Yeah.
Second was a tailor tall and thin, with a piece of fox velvet he lined it within.
Yeah.
Next was a.
Just saying, like, that's if you use the internet. Where's the internet? Use the internet.
Six wise men rhyme.
Yeah, vagina.
Six
rhyme.
wise men of vagina.
The creation of the vagina, seven wise men.
Yeah, seven wise men.
Creation of a vagina. Seven wise men with the knowledge so fine created a pussy to their design. First was a butcher, smart with wit.
Yep.
Using a knife, he gave it a slit.
Yep.
Second was a carpenter, strong and bold. With a hammer and chisel, he gave it a hole. Third was a tailor, tall and thin. By using red velvet, he lined it within. Fourth was a hunter, short and stout. With a piece of fox fur, he lined it without. Fifth was a fisherman, nasty as hell. He threw in a fish and gave it a smell.
Yeah.
Sixth was a preacher whose name was McGee. He touched it and blessed it and said it could pee. Last came a sailor, a dirty little runt. He sucked it and fucked it and called it a cunt.
Yeah.
Wow.
We obviously bastardize. Phil says last was an aggro, a rude little runt. He fucked it and sucked it and called it a cunt.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, I like that one. Using his knife, he gave it a slit.
One of the ones from like my childhood is like very simple. It's when writing on outhouse walls, roll your shit in little balls. When you've read these lines of wit, eat those little balls of shit.
Yuck. I hate poop.
Yeah, I know. I just want the stupid little thing.
My dad's probably his greatest one was, if it takes a chicken and a half, a day and a half to lay an egg and a half, then how long does it take a grasshopper with a wooden leg to kick a hole in a dill pickle?
Just doesn't make any sense.
There's no answer.
If it takes a chicken and a half,
A day,
and a half to lay an egg and a half, well then how long does it take a grasshopper with a wooden leg to kick a hole in a dill pickle? 6.5 minutes.
Well then, if you put it that way.
My dad also thinks that modern music consists of smashed mouths walking on the sun.
Stop when I'm going to read a list of controversial topics, and if we hear one good, stop me.
Politics.
Abortion, abstinence-based sex education,
No.
advertising self-regulation, advertising's effect on children, affirmative action in higher education, Afrocentric education, alcohol advertising, alternative medicine, animal cloning, animal rights, antibiotic usage, assisted suicide, bell curve controversy, bilingual education, biotechnology, cameras in the courtroom, campaign finance reform, capital punishment, Catholicism, we already did that, charter schools.
We've actually talked a lot about these, at least in brief.
Children's Internet Protection Act, CIPA. Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, COPPA. COPPA. Circumcision. Civil and criminal forfeiture. Circumcision?
Yeah.
You want to talk about circumcision?
No, that's not controversial.
really.
Let's get something real controversial.
I mean, like,
Corporal
I don't know. I
punishment.
feel it's kind of controversial.
Courts and the press. Creationism.
If I
Defense
drink
of
this,
Marriage
I'm going
Act.
to puke, and that's controversial.
Wow.
And I do have to drink this to catch up.
Eugenics. Euthanasia. Fast food
You're not
industry.
agreeing, and I don't like that.
Yes, I agree.
You do have to drink it to catch up. Or right now, Brad and I are going to be entering the pizza party. You're not.
Ugh, that frustrates me.
Free speech on the internet, gambling, gay parents, gay rights, gays in the military. I'll cheers you, bud.
Thank you.
Genetic engineering, genetic screening and testing, genetically modified food, global warming, gun control. Gun control, I think we all agree on that, though. Harry Potter controversy, hate speech, healthcare
doing all right?
policy.
So I'll be right back.
We'll be right back. What are you doing?
I gotta take a piss.
Christ. Intelligent design, interested groups in politics, internet content filtering.
Oh, why not?
Yeah?
It'll occupy the rest of the time. You got one on here?
Okay, but one more thing. I think I'm going to seal the competition.
Fuck off.
Here's to Blake Johnson, only other man I've ever seen do it.
Are you going to drink the rest of that bottle?
Oh my god.
Are you going to drink the rest of that bottle? You didn't even drink near the rest of the bottle.
I'm gonna keep this up again.
Oh, Andrew, don't do that, please. Please stop. Please
Fuck it, I'm
stop.
not gonna let you win.
Yeah, just stop.
Fuck off! No! Andrew, you're gonna fucking die.
Can you give me that bottle? Give me the bottle.
Hold on.
Wait, give me the bottle.
We have to show you,
Give me the bottle.
something quick.
Can you give me the bottle quick?
No, just look.
No, I'm gonna grab the bottle. Just grab me the bottle quick.
Wait, watch this first.
And 3, 2. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the
What? Look at
Prehistoric
watch.
Podcast,
Watch this first.
No, just give me the bottle quick.
Watch this first.
Part
I'm just asking.
Just watch.
7.
I will. Just give me
You're
the
not.
bottle.
No, you watch and I'll give you one.
Pause and
I'm,
I'll
of
give
course,
grab the
Francois
bottle.
This
Division,
relates to the
and
ball.
I'm also
I'm
Andrew
aware.
Sorsdahl.
Give me the bottle first.
No.
And I am Bradford.
Just watch the video.
What are you talking about?
Watch the video and then I'll give you one. Watch.
Give me the
Listen.
bottle.
Listen. Listen. Listen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen,
I don't know
to the
about
Prehistoric
this. Listen.
Podcast, episode 31, part 7. In our 12th podcast of Christmas special, I, of course, am Francois the Nation, and I'm also Andrew Sorsdahl.
And I am Bradford Peterson, Alicia Cuthbert, or Johnny Mitchell to some.
Watch this, Brad.
Francois.
So we've got a special little game we're going to play on the podcast today. Francois believes that we are having a drinking competition. In reality, what we're doing is we're going to Pete's house. Peter, he's a good friend of the podcast. I won't give any more details than that. And he has an empty bottle of dark alcohol that he's going to give us. And we're going to fill that bottle with iced tea. Francois is not aware of this. He has no idea. He thinks that we are all drinking hard alcohol. And the person with the least left in their bottle by the end, or the first to finish, wins.
I fucking called
So,
it. You have to admit.
playing a terrible trick. on a good
After I
friend of ours,
chugged it, yeah.
I did
Brad, what are your
ask for
thoughts
the
on this?
bottle before you showed
So,
me.
as
Well,
many of you
yes.
may not know, I'm sure
I
a
should
few of
hope
you
so.
do, Francois Donation is quite a heavy sleeper. And we've used this to our advantage because right now it is 12:38 p.m. and Francois will be asleep for several more hours. He's a bit of a
I
night
didn't wake up
owl,
when I
or
was
what was that
done.
thing you
Actually, an always tired ostrich.
An always tired ostrich. Yeah, Francois is an always tired ostrich. So actually what we're going to do is use that to our advantage, go out and fetch the supplies that we need and orchestrate this fun little plan. And he's not going to know until the podcast releases, in which I think we should
Well, we
plan
kinda
a
shot that a
stage,
little
sit
bit.
down and watch
I
the
called
entire
it.
thing.
Fuck you.
Yeah, but if we wouldn't
Yeah,
have pounded it,
sure.
we wouldn't have called it.
Yeah, they call that
I
a
asked you to
reaction
give me the
video.
bottle, and you didn't
After-
give me the bottle.
After
After-
we gave up our heist.
So yeah, we're gonna play a little trick on Fran. The other thing that makes this, I think, extra
You're
funny
both always
is
over.
that he's the one who is very, very adamant about us drinking on the podcast, and like we always need to be drinking, and I like to drink, and if we're not gonna drink when we podcast, what's the point? And these are all phrases that he said about podcasting. So, Fran, I think this is some just desserts for you.
I think we'll tune back in when we get to Pete.
Yeah, and tune back in when we get to Pete's.
Hey, Pete,
Look at
you're on camera.
Look.
So what we're doing is I need a liquor bottle because on the next episode of the podcast we're going to mix iced tea in bottles and then we're going to do a shots competition, but Francois is going to be the only one with real hard alcohol, and then we're going to reveal later that we actually were just drinking iced tea. So do you have spare old alcohol bottles?
Yeah, a couple.
Okay, a few. Where are they? Outside here? Yeah. Perfect. I'm going to grab my shoes, come around to the back.
I have to say I love
One
the
thing they say about
signs.
Pete Boss is he's got a huge dick. Okay. Let's see what we can find. That's a 66 of Weiser's Deluxe with no lid. That would actually work. I'll keep that on the side just in case. Oh, that might be perfect, Pete.
That's perfect. Look at that.
Peter, I'm surprised that you have alcohol bottles in your house. Aren't you Dutch? All right, well, thank you, Pete. Thanks for contributing to the Prehistoric podcast. I guess we'll see you at home.
All right, well, for everybody at home who didn't see episode 31, we just played Francois, our impromptu intro that we whipped up.
We whipped
It
up.
actually turned out pretty well. I enjoyed that.
We've been planning this since the original beginning of the 12 podcasts of Christmas. Yeah, so if you didn't see before, we went to the camera and we said, this is Officer Jim Leahy doing some officer surveillance. Fran, do you want to give us your thoughts on this? Talking to the mic.
What do you think?
You're upset. It's just a funny little joke.
Oh, you win the pizza party entry.
Your name gets entered into the pizza party. That makes it all worth it, right?
We're not totally sober. Like, I've had a few beers.
I've had a few beers, yeah.
We'll finish off your Dr. Gilligutties.
Does that make it even?
Does that make her better?
Will you talk to us, Fran?
He's our little man. He's our special. You're so fucked. You almost did a full 260 shots. Like, I just drank. My belly's a little upset from iced tea.
But that's only because I chugged fucking a liter of it. Did you believe it the first chug that I went for, Fran?
Yeah, he did. He did believe it. I think that was fun.
It It was fun. I kind of wish we would have stuck it out, but he wasn't going to do more shots. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And we were going to run out of time because he was going to pass out and there was going to be nothing to talk about.
yeah.
So you did good though, kid.
I'm
impressed.
fucking impressed that you
You
did that much.
killed that. Like there's like maybe 2 ounces left. So Andrew, I guess we'll do some real shots.
I don't know if I can do that.
Oh, it's real sweet. Like it's,
I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm not sure. Is that a happy gesture, Fran, or is that a sad gesture that you're doing? Happy. I don't know if, like, are you very upset with us?
No.
No? Kinda.
No, I think you think it's funny. It'll play really well, I think.
Look at that. Just enough.
Just another ounce.
Just enough for one shot each. Finish off the bottle.
Cheers
Well,
to you, Fran.
Cheers,
to
Fran.
you,
This
Mr.
one's to you.
Francis.
You're a hell of a kid, and we're proud of
We're
you.
proud of you, son.
Oh, that's sickly sweet.
Yeah, it's quite sweet. So, today's podcast, liquor of choice, is Dr. McGillicuddy's Intense Peach. Dr. McGillicuddy's is a delicious drink. Also goes by the secondary name Dr. Mr. Cuddles. You can pick that up in your local liquor store.
Absolutely, you can.
If trends follow, this bottle will be no longer available in stores in the next week because of the prowess of the Prehistoric podcast. How's that for a mouthful? Yeah, that was good. I like that.
That was.
I'm feeling quite sober. A little tight.
No, I'm good.
But
Fran, did you believe that we were drunk this whole time?
I think you got too drunk to realize if we were drunk or not.
Yeah, that's probably more likely what
Yeah,
happened.
because you're not as perceptive, obviously, when you're heavily intoxicated. So,
Oh,
yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed that little trick. I'm sure it was definitely worth following through the 3 podcasts. Because, like, now if you sit and watch the podcast, every time Francois does a drink, you're going, oh, God. Like, he's getting so drunk in the other 2. And also, when you started to get more drunk and you would look away, I would gesture towards the camera and point at you and make drinking gestures. And, like
like there was a couple times like where you had your back turned and the camera was still on, where
We were
I took
proud.
like a big swig out of the bottle and was like, oh, yeah.
next time on the anyway, so we still have yet to reveal our big live tweet. I guess Wade live tweet us if you think this was funny at Prehistoric Film.
I'm really excited to be proven right.
I'm very excited to prove you wrong.
You know what? I do have doubt. I don't want to seem like I don't. Like there's a little bit of doubt, but I am fairly certain because I remember
You're
watching
so
through
certain
it.
about that fucking wedding hangover. as
Hangover
well.
thing, but I think that's because the only version I'd ever seen was director's cut, or the only version I remember seeing was director's cut, and just for you, the only one you've seen was the theatrical
Yeah.
version. So, not that I'm discounting my own level of certainty, and that it could obviously be totally wrong, but I think the difference here is that that's something I saw versus something that I actually have said.
A long time ago, though.
Yeah, but how are you so certain that I said it then?
I just
What makes your level of certainty more valid than mine?
I guess-
seeing as it was something that I said.
I guess history proves that when I'm
'Cause
certain
I-
of
'cause-
myself, I tend to be right.
So like, because I've also been right in these circumstances.
Yeah,
Like, I've
but
only ever been
not in
wrong.
recent memory.
That's not true at all.
I'm 1 for 1 in the last 6 months.
in the last not even 6 months.
Yeah.
A couple months, but because how I remember the conversation going was saying, tweet at us if you know the answer, and you guys laughing and saying, like, what do you mean tweet at us? No one watched. We're not doing this live. Like, no one watches this thing yet. Like, what is it? Like, why does it matter if they tweet at us? That doesn't make any sense. And I'm like, well, I just meant like after they watch it, we're not going to look the answer up now. And then you guys kept ragging on me for like, yeah, live tweet us. Oh, that's so funny.
We might have been the first one to say live tweet. I don't know.
I think you guys were the first ones to say live tweet. 'cause
Well,
that's how
I
remember
like
it
cold
going.
showers, so fuck it. How are you doing, buddy?
Yeah, describe to us your level of intoxication.
Yeah, he is drunk as a skunk.
Are you not talking because you might puke if you talk? Oh,
There it is.
that solves the mystery. I'd say get it over with and puke. You just do it on camera. It'll make for a good thing.
That was a fun thing we did. I like that a lot.
That's one of my favorite parts about Kenny versus Spenny. You guys probably didn't like that show. I did, but how Kenny would trick Spenny.
See,
all
what
the
I like
time.
about this is I feel like, not all, but some of the Kenny versus Spenny episodes, obviously, Spenny was in on it. At least some.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. He probably was, because how could he not be?
But
at
this
the
was
same
very
time?
organic. Like, we pulled this off. Francois didn't have any idea.
This is what I mean, though. Like, why couldn't that be the same thing with Kenny versus Benny? Like,
Well, because it was like theirs was like that all that shit about like whenever they sneak into his room and film him at night. There's no way he didn't wake up at least one of those times. Like, they do it so
It's true,
frequently.
it's
And, like,
true. I don't know. I
That
don't know. I wanna
radiation
believe-
thing is bullshit. I don't believe
what
that one.
radiation thing?
The one where like he irradiates him with the dentist radiation thing. Like, he goes and steals like a
Well, that one's bullshit.
$40,000 X-ray machine
That's
and then takes it to
bullshit.
his house and like makes Kenny sick from
Makes
radiation
Spenny
poisoning.
sick,
Yeah, Spenny.
Yeah, that one's bullshit. But like, the one where he dosed him with LSD, he still swears to this day. He's like, I actually did that. That was legit. Like,
Yeah, I believe that one.
I believe that one just because of the things that Spenny was doing and how Kenny reacted to it also. Because it's not like Kenny was like, ah, fuck him, he's whatever. He's like, he started getting concerned, like trying to help him. And like, he was obviously like, knew that he was fucked up and was trying to make sure he didn't die, which is what we're going to be having to do with Francois for the next little while.
I like Xanta personally. That's my favorite episode.
So that's great. Where Spenny just leaves the show and then he starts auditioning for Kenny versus like question mark. Oh, it's like Pooter waking up.
Our little Pootsky. You look like your grandson. Are you fucked up?
He hasn't eaten anything today also.
Yeah, he's also totally empty stomach.
Like we ate
20
we ate a meal and then we didn't drink at all.
Yeah. And you had no eats. And you're fucked. Are you going to bed as soon as the podcast is done?
No, I'm going to sleep right now.
Okay, Francois is going to sleep right now. Don't shut it off.
I don't know. You guys can shut everything off.
Okay, we love
We
you.
love you, friend.
Have a good night.
Well,
It's Steve.
he's fucked.
You should probably go help him.
No, fuck him. He's all right. He'll be okay. This is too fucking funny. Let's just call this one early.
Yeah, not really much else to talk about other than how bad people we are.
Yeah.
We're bad men.
Comment on the podcast if you saw this one. We really like the engagement. Really appreciate it. Anything you just write. If you just write, "Ha, Francois was so drunk," or "I can't believe you guys did that."
You guys are pieces of shit. Like anything. Like, we don't
Anything I
care.
really appreciate. A quick like, it means the world to us. So,
Yeah. And let us know if there's a topic or
or if you like to see this kind of thing again,
Or
because
a
like
bit,
this was
or,
kind
like,
of
jokes.
Andrew came up with this idea.
Yeah.
Salute to you. That was a good idea. I really liked it.
Oh, thank you.
And I guess we will see you hopefully with Francois in the next episode.
That would be episode 34 of the Prehistoric Podcast, number 10
in our 12 podcasts of Christmas. All
All
right.
right. Of course, Francois Denition signing off.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.